So is this a confirmed breakout? A breakout from this double bottom pattern, breakout from this Adam Eve pattern, and also from this Bollinger Band? Yes guys, the price is flashing a very interesting scenario, and we know if this here is a confirmed breakout, then we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated towards the next area of confluence, and this next area of confluence is lying around 19,000. Yes, this 19,000 is going to be looked as our potential upcoming target if the price of Bitcoin manages to break the key line of resistance what we have here in a medium short term. We are going to talk about this. We are going to look into different other scenarios as well, which is playing out parallelly for Bitcoin. So before we jump into the content, try that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now looking at this here in a weekly time frame, I am going to keep it very simple. You guys know in the past price action, Bitcoin halving has played a very important role. We knew that each and every halving, after that the price has started a new market phase type of scenario. So if you look at this here from 2012, if you look at this here from 2016, 2020, and also what could be unfolding here in 2024, because in 2012, after the Bitcoin halving, we started this new market phase before price topped out and also started showing this corrective movement. So what I did between the halving from 2012 to 2016, I created three sections. Section 1 is where we had this market phase, section 2 is where we have this markdown phase, and section 3 is where the market started consolidating and also started this new market phase. So each and every time you can see after this impulsive movement, after this corrective movement, we did had a phase where the market started preparing itself for the next Bitcoin halving and also for the next impulsive movement. Each and every time after the halving, the market has shown a very similar reaction: market phase, markdown phase, and then a phase where we prepare ourselves for the next Bitcoin halving and also prepare for our next Bitcoin bull market. So in our case, if you look at this properly guys, you can see if this exact scenario formation is going to play out for Bitcoin, then we could be slowly entering this phase where we prepare ourselves for the next bull market. And that's why I was showing you with so many different examples, maybe the end of 2023 Q4 could be the beginning of a new bull market. And if that is going to happen, then this Bitcoin halving scenario, which has played out since couple of years, is going to repeat one more time. So where we are right now, we are at the phase where we could see more range bound and price slowly preparing itself for the next Bitcoin halving and also for the next market phase. And beside this hopium chart, what we also know is that price right now is still holding the key line of support. Yes, the price is still holding the key line of support, which is holding the price since 2018, and each and every time we got gravitated around this line, after that we have seen a very nice relief rally type of scenario playing out. So if this here is going to be another relief rally before price again chooses a trend duration like this, just like here from the past price action, then in the medium short term we have said we have to overcome this one resistance which we have here around 17,000. Yes guys, this 17,000 resistance line is one of the most important resistance line which we have to overcome if we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend, because we know if this is going to be a continuation pattern, then the next area where we might be getting gravitated is going to be this one here guys. Yes, this previous top from 2017 around 19,000 is where we could be getting gravitated here in the medium short term, right, before price chooses a trend duration for the upcoming days, not the bigger one but for the upcoming days, because we know this line here around 19,000 could be attracting the price because the same line was also acting as a support and resistance in the past price action. But now for us, what's important is this resistance what we have around 17,000 range, because if you look at this Bollinger Band, if you look at this Bollinger Band squeezing action frequently foreshadows a last move which could be happening in Bitcoin very soon, because we know since the price is above this 20 SMA line, the center line, which also gives indication that market could be preparing itself for this new impulsive movement. And now if you look at this example here, what I posted, you can see very clearly, guys, the price in this matter must break the upper band properly to get a confirmation. And now since the price is also exactly around that area, let's hope that this upper band finally gets broken. We are happy if the price could show more range bound, because we know in that case the Bollinger Band squeeze is going to be even lengthy, and that means longer squeeze, longer breakout duration. So that's why, guys, that's why in the immediate short term the price must overcome this resistance which we have around 17,000, because we know not just only the Bollinger Band, the upper band area, also the upper line here from this double top pattern, and also from Adam Eve pattern, because we know the price right now is struggling to break out of this 17,000. But if you look at this carefully, guys, if you look at this scenario here, you can see very clearly the price, once it breaks the resistance here, then 17,500, 17,600 is definitely going to be looked as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin if we manage to break this 17,000 resistance into proper support, because we know in the past price action this here has always played a very important role. What I mean by that, if we look at the price movement, if we look at this breakout, and if you also look at this moving averages or Williams alligator indicator, you can see, guys, this Williams alligator indicator is slowly turning bullish. I don't want to give you guys a false hope, but in the past price action, we know turning bullish like this, indicators here to the downside such as MACD, RSI, T2CC are confirming it, has resulted in a very nice impulsive movement. So in our case here in the medium short term, what I personally believe, if the price here is going to break out of this 17,000 resistance line, then this here, right, this here will be turning bullish like this. I mean, the blue line will start appearing at the bottom and green line at the top, and I am actually expecting this exact scenario to play out just like this one here from past price action. I mean, after this bullish crossover, price showing a very similar movement like this, a very similar movement before again continuing this downtrend. I mean, price of Bitcoin showing this bullishness, because if you look at this MACD, this is a bullish MACD cross, RSI line is over 50 level, even the T3CCI indicator is in a positive territory, confirming the movement. So that's why if this is going to be a bullish crossover here, then I am actually expecting price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend, and if we are lucky, even around 19,000 before again choosing a trend duration, or before even continuing this downtrend, because we know in a bigger picture the market needs to end the capitulation phase, the market needs a proper accumulation phase before expecting a new market phase. And now also looking at this using this Bitcoin halving scenario, so far we need a proper consolidation, we need a phase where the price prepares itself for this next Bitcoin halving and also next market phase. So that's why, guys, that's why here in the medium short term 17,000 resistance must be broken at any cost. But if we look at the scenarios here bit differently, I mean, if you look at the price structure here in this way, you can see the price in a 4-hour time frame is following this ascending channel. This ascending channel is playing a very important role. So before I show you more, please destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. But if you want to support me further, you know, a comment would be much appreciated, because a like and a comment is going to boost the algorithm of the channel and also boost the motivation for me to create content like this in a daily basis. Thank you very much. Now what I want you guys to do is simply focus on this ascending channel, because in this ascending channel the lower line here has always acted as a strong line of support, and upper line strong line of resistance. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that in the past price action, if we simply follow this price movement here, the price in most of the cases has always come back to retest the previous temporary top or previous temporary resistance line before turning it into a support. I mean, if you look at this one here, for example, if you look at this price movement here, when the price of Bitcoin was consolidating before showing this impulsiveness here, first, what happened? We got resistance from this horizontal trend line. But once this horizontal trend line resistance got broken, we had this new movement. And after price was exhausted, after price showed a retracement, this exact line which previously acted as a resistance acted as a support. Yes, you can see here this exact line along with this lower line from this ascending channel acted as a support before we had a new impulsive movement. Similar scenario also unfolded here. Price was facing resistance from this horizontal trend line, right? Each and every time this horizontal trend line was tested, we got rejected. But once we broke out of it, we even made a new higher high, right? Higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of scenario. And during this retracement, where did the price retrace? The price retraced exactly at the previous temporary resistance line. So this again acted as a support, and along with this ascending channel lower line, we had a new impulsive movement. Price made a new high. And now if this exact scenario is going to repeat again, because the price in the past price action also got rejected plenty of time around this 16,800 16,700 range here in the medium short term, this line could be retested before price chooses a trend direction. Yes guys, this exact line which previously acted as a resistance could be retested here in the medium short term before it chooses a trend direction, because we know if this exact scenario is going to play out, the price needs to get attracted towards the next area of confluence before breaking here like this. Yes guys, so in the medium short term, as you can see, we do need to break out of the 17,000 resistance line, but we also need to come back to retest this previous temporary resistance line first before expecting this impulsive movement. So that's why guys, that's why what I want you to do is to focus on this simple scenario, not more than this, because we know for an actual impulsive movement 17,000 resistance must be broken, but to remain bullish we have to remain inside this ascending channel where we are forming this lower high lower low continuation pattern type of scenario, right? You can see lower highs, lower lows, continuation pattern type of scenario. And now if the worst happens, I mean if the price fails to hold the support from this rising trend line and also breaks the support from this rising trend line which has been holding the price since 2018, in that case guys, we have to look at this symmetrical triangle scenario. Yes, there is a bullish, there is a bearish symmetrical triangle, but I simply want you to focus on the resistance line here around 17,000, because we know if the price manages to break out of the 17,000 resistance line in the medium short term, 17,500 17,600 is going to be looked as our potential target, because that's also the target from this double bottom and Adami pattern. It will make sense if the 17,000 resistance gets flipped into support. 17,500 17,600 is going to be attracting the price, but after that there is one more resistance from this upper line area, because in the past price action, whenever the symmetrical triangle scenario gets formed during a downtrend, it usually turns into a bearish symmetrical triangle. So that's why here in the medium short term we have to break out of this 17,000 and also the 17,500 17,600 at any cost, because invalidating those scenarios means we are clearly ready for this next movement which could attract the price of Bitcoin around this next area of confluence, which is 19,000. So let's hope price breaks at 17,000 resistance and remain above this ascending channel and also above this rising trend line, because remaining above this rising trend line, remaining above this ascending channel means we are also going to be remaining inside this symmetrical triangle. Yes, this lower line here is also going to be acting as a support, and price after that could try one more time like this to show an actual trend direction. So this here was some of the quick update that I thought sharing with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.